though deep down I know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't. I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you. No, no, no. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't. I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you. No, no, no.
There we go. Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. Let me actually turn up the gain on my microphone. Yeah, we should be good. Okay. Probably, yeah, there we go. Okay. Hope you guys all had a pretty good day. It is almost Friday, everybody. I'm so freaking excited. I'm freaking exhausted after this week. Before we get started talking about Bitcoin and crypto, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about the market. We've had a pretty good, consistent, let's just call it a little over a week here. of consolidation. We haven't gone up too much, we haven't gone down too much, but that leaves us an opportunity either starting tomorrow, more likely next week, like we talked about a few days ago. We might have an opportunity for a bear market rally to start next week, and that may give Bitcoin a nice little pop here, which would be really nice to see. Until we see the stock market really soaring off, I'm not going to assume that Bitcoin itself is going to be going crazy. Although we'll talk about in a few seconds, Bitcoin is on the verge of breaking out over the next, let's say, 5-6 hours or so. That'll be really exciting to see if we can manage to break out and at least pop above some of those Fibonacci resistance levels that we've been talking about. They've been quite a bit of a pain here. All right, but let me go back over here. One other thing, everybody. The dollar index is still going up. It's kind of consolidating over the last week as well here. I'm hoping that we decide to drop down a little bit, even if it's just a tiny bit, and that might be able to help out Bitcoin just enough to give some confidence back in there. Ultimately, you guys know we've been talking about this since Bitcoin was kind of testing out resistance. Back, I guess, how long ago was that? That was, I don't know the magnitude for that, but back over here in mid-April, everybody was saying that was going to be the bottom because of how we weren't going to break above this level of resistance, and we had kind of talked about, hey, there's a good chance because of how the world's working out, inflation, raising rate hikes and everything. There was a good chance we were going to actually go above this level here and break out, and breakout we have. So ultimately, right now we're still bearish, but I'm hoping in the short term we could at least have a little bit of a reprieve, even if it means that. We'll have to see what it means down the road if we actually do start to come down slowly on the dollar index. All right, two more things here, guys. Another 255 Bitcoin bought from whale number 3. He's still buying up bit by bit by bit. No major sells, no major signals from this guy saying that there's a chance of us breaking down here pretty soon. That's nice to see as well. Now, let's go over here to Bitcoin. If you guys watched the minute-long video I posted earlier today, you guys will see that we talked about this trend line right here, and we have a couple Fibonacci levels. The support level right now is at about 19,637, and we have a resistance level up here, which is about 21,405. But before we can come into contact with that, possibly over the next few hours or so, we're going to have to break out above this trend line here unless we want to tackle both at the same time. Let's actually go over here to the hour chart. We're still consolidating bit by bit. There's a few different ways if you want to look at this, how to draw your trend lines here. We already broke down here. This was a nice short opportunity. The one I'm going to be using right now is probably this one in the short term. If Bitcoin were to break down below this, I might take a short opportunity, maybe for a day trade, not even more than a couple hours at most. Excuse me. Unless we were to break down below the support level here. On the other hand, if you want to do something a little bit more grand, you guys could be looking at this one that's above this trend line. I just want to be a little bit extra cautious. I don't want to short here just to get rejected and from a short perspective and bounce. But, there's an opportunity if you guys want to make money on the short if and when it does occur. Depends on when it's going to occur, right? Making sure I'm moving that right there. Okay. Now, a couple things here. I told you guys, I put out a video 15 seconds long on the other channel. If you guys want to day trade, Bitcoin's something you'd personally want to be waiting for a breakout there above the Fibonacci levels and the trend line. But actually, we can tell the hour chart. Matic's been having a fantastic day. It is still soaring up right now. It is going absolutely insane. And, if you guys wanted to trade this sucker, this is the thing to be buying right now. It's up to 59 cents, 60 cents. It is booming, booming, booming. It's almost making me wonder. So you guys know I buy some crypto every day, and on the crash, I decided to buy quite a bit of crypto, whether it be Matic, AXS, not Gala, but, Dogelon, Engine, not ApeCoin, but Mana, Luna. I bought a whole bunch of coins, basically. It's almost making me think, since I bought a lot of my Matic down here, right, below the Fibonacci level, my profits on what I bought just, a few days ago, it's up 72%. So I'm wondering if I should just make a few $100 to a few grand in profit and then just buy it back down if we have another crash. But, maybe just sell 25% or 50%. I'm not entirely sure because I don't think this is the bottom, right? I don't think this is the bottom. But I always have that fear of, hey, what if this is the bottom? What if we're not going to come back down here? I'm going to miss out on these great prices. But I think I'm getting close to selling off a portion of my Matic just so I can buy more Matic on the way down here. Because just look at this, guys. It is soaring. I think it'll get rejected either here over the next few days, maybe by the 50-day moving average, maybe by some of the resistance levels up here around 62 cents, 63 cents. But that's something that's been booming. Another thing that's been booming here today, guys, is Engine Coin. It actually popped up around here. I know some of you guys were talking about shorts last night. There was a short opportunity last night. I think we talked about the price anywhere between 52 and 55 cents is I think what we're talking about. It actually didn't go up to 55 cents. It only went to 53 and a half or 54, I guess you could say. And if you guys took the opportunity, let's just say 52 cents where I started at right here. There you go. You had an opportunity to make about 5% profit back over like a 16-hour period of time. So that one kind of worked okay. But again, be careful on these coins until they actually break down. You want to be careful about when you guys are shorting. We were only talking about that one because I think there was a moving average there. And we had already talked about all the ups and downs of trying to make that trade. Was there anything else that was pumping up over the last few days? Oh, yeah, here's sand over the last few minutes as well. Had a pump yesterday, have it going with the pump today. We're seeing some pretty nice moves in the market. So if you guys do want to find something to trade, I would be saying I want to find stuff that hasn't popped off too much yet. And an easy way to do that, since here's the daily chart. We've been consolidating for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days since we found that low. What I'd be doing over here is I would go over here to coinmarketcap.com, and you see this little 7. Well, let me zoom in here so you guys can see this. There you go. I would be looking for something that hasn't popped yet. So you see 7%. Let's start with the bottom. What hasn't really popped up? Harmony hasn't gone up. Paxdol, we don't need to know that. $2, no. We gotta get above this. Okay. H&T hasn't popped off so much. What else do we have here? Bitcoin, well, that's something else. KDA might have an opportunity to pop off here. Maybe Wrapped Bitcoin, maybe Nexo. Who knows what it might be? Maybe Hubai token, whatever it may be. AMP, Neo, Gala. These coins that haven't popped up as much as a Matic or an Engine Coin or a Sand or a Mana over the past few days, those might be good opportunities to at least not necessarily just buy willy-nilly, but just get a little peek of them. What's the one that we just talked about here? KDA. I don't actually have KDA on my watch list, so this might be more interesting to see. Hey, what? I don't pay attention to this coin at all. There you go. Hey, look, it's on the verge of breaking out above a 20-day moving average. Maybe there'd be a nice opportunity for it to at least get from 170, which is the price now, up to 180. That's what I would do. I'd probably have a pretty, maybe a 5% stop loss on this, only because I'd be trading off of this chart, and there's always the opportunity that Bitcoin itself would get rejected from that trend line right here after that breakdown. Which trend line am I want to use here? Probably best to do this. There you go. Would that be okay? Because we also got this one over here. Then we got this one right here as well. And this one's running up into this Fibonacci level too. Let's do it this way. But basically, you see Bitcoin running up to the Fibonacci level exactly and getting rejected right now. So you might want to be careful if you want to hop in that play. But if Bitcoin does manage to kind of gear up over the next few hours, make a move, KDA, in my opinion, should have a pretty nice pop. Again, we'll see what type of pop it has, but compared to a lot of other coins, it's only up 2% over the last 7 days, while a lot of the coins, if we get past the 50 mark, they're up like 8%, 9%, some are up even 11, 12, 13, 15, 20%, whatever, 30%, 40%. This one's up 119%. Those opportunities there, but they're growing smaller and smaller because coins are starting to pop off one after the other. And you guys could do the same type of trading method on page 234 of coinmarketcap.com, and that's how you guys could have some fun with it. But just be careful because, again, Bitcoin's at this point in time, Bitcoin is at the resistance levels. It's looking to break out, but there's no assurance that it is going to break out here, guys. Okay, but keep a close eye on. What I probably do here is actually go to the 15-minute chart and then zoom out just a tad for you guys. Let's do this. And then what do I want to do here? Let's actually just move the 20 moving average to the daily. Where's that? I keep on moving everything on here, so all these little buttons that I have for like my videos I've been doing, they all disappear. There should be another button over here. Not this one. Okay, whatever. We'll just go here and we'll do settings. Daily. There you go. So you guys can kind of see where the 20-day moving average is. If we're able to pop above that, that'd be really nice to see. So what I'll do right now is, let me add this onto my watch list here. KDA tether, and let it be known that the current price is $1.70. We can even say $1.71 since it's closer to that than to actually 170. So we'll see if Bitcoin does manage to have a boom, what KDA may do. This may be a fun play. But again, watch Bitcoin's price because Bitcoin is at resistance at this moment in time. And there we go. You guys can see Bitcoin having a little bit of a stop right here. And hopefully it can break out around the 21,452 level. If we can get above that level, guys. Well, first of all, I think a surge would actually bring us above that level, not an itty-bitty grind. We may hit some walls, but that's kind of half the fun when you guys are watching, waiting for something to go up here. Okay. One last thing here, everybody, just so you guys have a clear understanding of what's going on at the moment as far as, oversold versus overbought. On the daily, we're still very oversold. On the weekly, still very oversold. 4 hour, middle of the pack. 3 hour, middle of the pack. 2 hour, a little bit above, but still fine. 1 hour, a little bit higher, but not bad. It's only really high when you consider like maybe the 30 minutes and below. So we are cleared here for like the next few days. At least the RSI is okay with us moving up over the next few days here because we're still oversold. So let's go over here to the one. Kind of watch this out. You can see a nice little move right here. And there we go. Let me take a swig of water, guys. I've had a crazy busy day. I made some hamburgers a few minutes ago on the charcoal grill, and it's my diet, no diet day, I guess you would say. No more broccoli, no more stuff for today. But I made hamburgers. I forgot buns, so I had white bread buns, but I charred it over the open flame on the charcoal grill. It was good. And then I also had homemade garlic parmesan fries. It was a good day. All right, hold on. All right. And I also finished up a budgeting video coming out tomorrow, so you guys can see this very fast before I forget here. Oh, and thank you guys. I've made 138 subscribers in the last 20 days. I do appreciate that. I've changed up my style a little bit, my format. It's been working out pretty well. You guys can see I've made $700 in the last 28 days. I do appreciate that a lot. All that money goes back to the channel. Now, this is the video coming out tomorrow. Oh, you guys can't really see it here, but it's called The Simplest Budgeting Method to Survive the Incoming Recession. Hope you guys enjoy it. It's a very simple 2-minute video kind of telling you guys what I do to kind of manage through this recession, basically, and through high inflation as well. That way you guys could have a little bit of an easier chance of not facing so many financial hardships. It does. Well, you guys will watch the video. You guys will either like it or hate it, depending on what you guys think of my recommendations on it. All right, but okay. Hope you guys are doing okay. Let me see what's going on. Hold on a second here, guys. Am I muted or not? Because I can see my microphone right now, recording sound from OBS. But am I muted? Just say muted or not muted, because I'm not entirely sure right now if I'm muted or not, okay? Because I have had mistakes where I just ramble on and nobody can hear me, or nobody can see me or nobody can see the charts when I'm stuck on this page right here, okay? All right, oh, you guys can see my Taco Bell right here too. I didn't actually eat Taco Bell. I got it from my sister, and she didn't want the chips in the order, so I got some free tortilla chips. And Taco Bell tortilla chips do not taste like tortilla chips. They're kind of funky. But I did drink Baja Blast. That was the only thing I actually had from Taco Bell today. That was good. All right, but there we go. And what's right here? Good evening, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing okay. What's right here? And hey, Maximilian, am I stocking up on gold? Not yet. I'm thinking about getting gold. I am. It's just every time I look at gold, I just think about how much the market's coming down, how bad everything looks, and how gold really hasn't been doing anything to get me excited about buying it, right? So here's the weekly chart for gold. Look, I mean, here we go. How do I want to zoom in here? Gold's an always weird chart. Right here, this is COVID, and here's 2020, August of 2020. After that, we've been going down, right? We're in a, actually, let me see this very fast. Yeah, technically, we're in like a sideways trend here. We haven't broken the highs, but we're kind of in the middle of this channel right here. That's what I would say. We're in the middle of the channel. We just broke down. If we can break down and come back down to maybe the 1700s level, maybe I'd want to buy gold there. But then I'm also going to be concerned about the 200 weekly moving average there. We might be breaking down below that. I don't exactly know why we're not going higher, but that just seems to be the case right now. And if you look at it from a historical context, we're kind of, we're way, way up there. Even when we had the 2008 financial crisis over here, gold fell, right? And so, I'm thinking of buying some, but I kind of want to get a cheaper price than what I see right now. And it would be most likely for a temporary type of position. Nothing too crazy there. I'm still sure I'd make more money in cryptocurrencies than I would in gold at this point in time until I see it come down low enough for me to really want to buy it. Okay, now let's go back over here to the one. Let's see what's going on. A little bit more consolidation. There we go. And hey, Red, happy to see you back as well, my man. And I'm glad I can see your comments. I do not know what's going on with YouTube and those comment things, but I'm happy I can read yours right now. And what's it here? Hey, One Shot, happy to see you back. Not muted, never was. Okay, there we go. Not muted, not. Okay, sweet. And hey, Brightest, is everything going to be good, or are we on a descent into oblivion? Right now, things look fine. I still think we're probably going to go lower over time. But we're going to have to wait and see how bad the economy gets. I think what's happening right now is because the stock market is just kind of doing nothing but going flat, maybe a little bit up. People are getting more excited about a potential rally next week. You guys know I thought the rally might happen this week, but all we've done is just consolidate, maybe because we had some hearings and stuff like that. But nothing really as crazy has been happening in the market. We just haven't been crashing, right? And that's why I thought we might go up this week, because we're not crashing. Well, why would we go sideways in this horrible market environment? But that's what we're doing. So I think people are trying to price in maybe a rally going into next week. Again, we'll have to see. Maybe that would give Bitcoin the little boom that we need, but we have to be able to survive this weekend first. And there will be a little bit of a battle going on. But at this point in time, I don't know if we're going to be going up or down. When in doubt, you usually trust the trend, which is going down, of course. But Bitcoin's on the verge of having a breakout. It looks like people are starting to get more and more warmer to the opportunity to buying up Bitcoin now. And so I still think we're going to go down more over the next few weeks here, but we might have a few little bit, like maybe a week and a half or something, of some really nice booms before we eventually start crashing back down. That's a better way to say it. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Babyfish. I appreciate it. Let's see right here. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, Babyfish. Cody. Let's see. Here. And hey, B Supreme, gold isn't getting no love in this inflation environment. Strange. Yeah, I don't know why. I was kind of hoping it would, but you know what? That's if the charts aren't looking as good as I want them to be, I'll just wait till they look like that look like I want them to be. And there we go. Oh, do I have? I do have the trend on up here. Okay, there's certain Fibonacci levels over here. There we go. That on one chart, but not the other. So let me. Oh, auto is what I'm looking for here. So we should be able to see what's going on here. Let's open that up a little bit more here. There you go. I'm hoping we can have some type of surge here. And we'll be looking at KDA because right now it's at, it's up a little bit since we started talking about it, but like less than a penny, I guess. I really want to see if that works out well. That's something, a strategy I do every now and again if I'm looking for something that hasn't popped yet, or I want to trade something. What hasn't popped yet, what hasn't crashed yet. On the crashing side, we did the same thing when it was Dogecoin before it crashed. It took a little bit longer to crash and everything else. And there was also Dogelon Mars didn't crash until a whole bunch of other stuff crashed first. All right. There we go. We're in a chill zone before we go into the danger zone. Yeah, we might even get into a happy zone before we actually get into that oblivion zone, as you're saying right there. We have a good opportunity of having a little bit of a pump. Hopefully tomorrow, I don't actually have CNBC open here, guys, but there you go. Futures are down just a little. Futures are down just a little bit here, guys, but not by much. 0.19%, 0.18%, 0.10%. Oil's up a teeny bit, but that's nothing compared to how much oil has gone down over the past few days here. So, let's see. Snoop Housing Tree. Anything else here? United Airlines cutting 12% of New York flights. Yeah, there's a lot of problems going on with the airline world right now. Funny me because you guys know I bought a ticket to go to Nicaragua like next spring, so I can go up there and check it out again. But I'm thinking of just buying another ticket because to like go again in the summer, to go like 2 times really fast, just to make sure I really want to move down there before I start making all the formal before I really pull the trigger and say, hey, packing companies will all go, here's all the money it's going to take to ship some of my stuff down there, and all the good stuff. Pay for like the few $1,000s for Loki to get across country. But I looked up the other day how much it would cost me to get first class from Seattle, Washington to Nicaragua. So it's almost first class all the way. So it's going to cost me $1,300 first class. I would have to go from Seattle to Philadelphia to Miami, then to Nicaragua. And so, I might just use the opportunity to go say hi to some friends in Philadelphia, then go down, say hi to some friends in Florida, and I might try to extend the day out a little bit, and if the airline will let me, and then try to go to Nicaragua. Otherwise, I'll just kind of go blop, blop, blop. But instead of just going from Seattle to Nicaragua, I'm going to have to go Seattle, Philadelphia, Florida, all the way down Nicaragua. So I might just start ordering another flight because it's pretty cheap. $1,200 first class. It's first class from Seattle to Philadelphia, first class from Philadelphia to Miami. Then it's business class, which is I guess the best class they have on the flight from Miami down to Nicaragua, which I think would be pretty funny either way. So I'm thinking of doing 2 trips next year to Nicaragua, and then of course the 3rd trip would probably be when I actually move down there. So 3 trips to Nicaragua next year, next year. So that'll be really fun. I'll do some live streams from the airport. Yeah, there we go. What's right here? Can you go over the Bitcoin chart on the 4 hour to see what you see? Yeah, right now it's just. Oh, this is probably going to be more of a cluttered chart here. Hold on. 15. Bitcoin's trying to make a move right now. That's kind of nice to see. Okay. On the 4 hour chart, the only thing I'm really paying attention to at this point in time is this downtrend right here. I want to see if we can manage to break out above it. At this point in time, it'll probably take another few hours, probably, because I don't know if we're going to break out on the first attempt or if we're going to try to break out on the second attempt, right? Because I think, so we're going off of this point right here to this point right here. I think you guys can see those little wicks there. However, there is this one right here that is going to come into contact first. So that point to this point. And if we go over here to the 5-minute chart, you'll see this is what we're battling right now. Okay. So after we get through with this, I'm hoping we can get up here. But I think we're seeing some bullish price action right now. That should be enough to at least try to get us to break above this point right here. After that, though, I think this is the big cojones that's going to be a little bit more challenging because not only is it just a trend line like this, it's a trend line plus a Fibonacci resistance level that's just going to be a pain in the butt. So maybe it'll take a few attempts before we actually break out above it. But maybe it's a few attempts within a few hours. So it's not going to be like, a multi-day thing, but hopefully just a multi-hour thing. All right, let's go back over to the 1. We're trying, guys. We're trying. And here, so this is the 24-hour show. I'm not going to put the line here because everybody's going to think it's a breakout here, and it'll just get annoying. They can just look at the Fibonacci retracement level there. So let's pull that back up here. There we go, and should be fine. Okay. Anything else here? I know one of you guys were just talking about Matic. Matic is still surging at this moment in time. Let's go over here to the 5. It's on the gravy train. It has a level of resistance, so at 63 cents, so just be careful if you guys are on Matic. There could be a lot of people looking to short here, especially if Bitcoin does get rejected. Otherwise, Matic might have a little bit more of a boom, and that may be fun to see. But ultimately, the longer that Matic runs, the more FOMO and the higher the chance that you're going to be losing money. So be careful if you guys are going to be hopping in there without a stop loss. All right, back to the 1. Let's see if we can break out above this or not. That's fine for now. All right, there we go. Making sure I'm not missing anything. All right, there we go. And hey, I bought Matic at 39 cents the other day, enjoying the quick profits. Yeah, there you go. You're up quite a bit right now with Matic at that price. And that's why I was talking about a while ago. I'm not entirely sure if I want to sell off like 25% of my Matic and just buy it back down at a lower price. I'm contemplating it here. I'll have to see if Bitcoin gets rejected or how the Matic price action kind of goes. But like Matic selling it at 60 cents after buying it like low, I'd be very happy to do that. It's just not part of the plan, which is why I'm like, who knows? Come on, Bitcoin, just have a little bit of a push here. Maybe on the second chart, will it show up? Yeah, it'll show up on the second chart here. Oh yeah, we're just dealing with a wall, guys. There you go. Just some baby walls. I don't think there's... Well, we haven't been held here for a second now. Oh, there we go. We broke out of it. All right. Now we got to deal with the Fibonacci level up here. So there are some resistance levels. But you did see the nice little surge, a little bit of a wall, breakout. And there's a good chance, like always, we come back down. But still. Now this isn't going to be as heavy as a level of resistance as it just was over the last... I don't know how long this was. How long did we have to consolidate before breaking out above this? 2 hours and 55 minutes. But now we actually have to close above it. That's going to be the hard thing here. We have to close above it. 5. We have yet to close above in the 5, so we got to hold this for another 4 minutes. And we want to close above this in the 15 too. Oh, okay. So that's not bad. Yeah, with the end of the 15-minute candle, that makes sense why we actually popped just now. Okay. There we go, everybody. So Bitcoin's on the move. That's nice. You're still seeing some altcoins go up. Oh, and guys, XRP's up a little bit too. I didn't even notice that. Here's XRP. This happened over the last few minutes. Look at that. Massive rally right there. I wouldn't say massive, but what, the last 18 minutes, it went up 10%. That's a pretty big move right there. Be careful of XRP. It could come down a little bit more, but you're starting to see some stuff pop off that wasn't popping off before. Sand is up a little bit as well. What else is up right now? ApeCoin's up. Oh, ApeCoin just got rejected by the 20 moving average on the 1 minute chart. Of that, all things, why that? Anything else here that I need to see that's kind of popping off? Nothing yet here. Sand, maybe Mana is going up a little bit. XLM is going up a little bit as well. You're starting to see altcoins pop off here. Again, Bitcoin's at a resistance point up here. The first one, Fibonacci level. We just spoke about this one as well. So actually 1, 2, 3 right there. But so far we're in the right direction. We're going in the right direction here. Hopefully this isn't taken until we're all asleep for any big moves to happen for all the altcoins. See, I was seeing of an inverted head and shoulders and a shoulder pattern, inverted head and a shoulder pattern. It's not clean enough for me right now. So like here's a shoulder, if you want to do the shoulder, right? Here's a head, and here's the shoulder. And then for that one, you'd be going off of here, here, and here. And we're trying to break out above that right now. If that's what you're looking at, I mean, I can see it. I just like it to be a little bit cleaner, but it reminds me a lot of what we saw with Bitcoin. Reminds me a lot of what we saw with Bitcoin here, with the shoulder, head, and shoulder, and how the line wasn't necessarily more flat. It was still more of an angle right there. And when we did break down below it, we did come down pretty hard. So if you invert that, getting the same type of thing there. Just not as graceful as this, I guess, but still, it would be a breakout nonetheless. It would be a breakout nonetheless. You guys just know how I get iffy about the how nice they look. But yes, you could say, I guess, that is a head versus head and shoulders, yeah. Let's go back over here to the 1. And we're still struggling to close above it. My gosh, yeah. This is a harder level of resistance to break than you would think here. Because we broke above it here, 5 minutes. We're not closing above it. We have a minute, guys, for both the 15-minute chart and the 5-minute chart to actually close above this. And the 30-minute, since it's only almost going to be 6:30 my time. But not the hour charts. Okay, that's okay. But yeah, yowza. All right, we'll see if we can get a little bit of a boost here. I mean, this is make or break time for longs that want to have a quicker breakout than not. There you go. Hey, one in space. Federal Reserve statistical release. Oh, did that come out today or is it coming out tomorrow? I should actually look at that. And hey, Daniel, why is XRP pumping? You're going to see a lot of altcoins pumping up right now because there's already been a lot of altcoins pumping up. So, what's an easy way to say this? So, kind of how we just talked about KDA a few minutes ago. If there's a lot of altcoins that have popped off already, everybody is going to be looking for the next altcoin to pop off. And while they do that, they're actually buying up lots of coins. And the price of those coins are slowly going to go up until at one point they kind of pop because everyone's like, oh, this is the one that's going boom, 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 right? So it's more of psychology than anything else right now. We missed it, but maybe we can close above it on the next one, next 15-minute candle. But yeah, it's more of a psychology thing right now. Everybody's trying to find the next big coin that's going to pump. If you want to do that yourself, one of the things you could do here is you can go over to coinmarketcap.com. And you're going to see this 24 hours, 7-day percent increase or decrease, 30-day increase or decrease. You can set these up by going over here to custom, the custom button that's above my head kind of. And then you're going to separate it by just clicking this, right? And you want to figure out what hasn't popped yet. Well, KuCoin hasn't popped yet. I don't know why, but if it hasn't popped up, that's one. Pax Gold hasn't popped up yet. I don't want to trade anything that's that expensive though. Harmony One hasn't popped off yet. Stablecoins. KDA, Wrap Bitcoin, Nexo, XDC. These ones haven't popped off as much. AMP. So even Gala. So I'm hoping over the next few days, if the market keeps on moving, eventually these are the coins that are going to have to pop up. The one we're watching right now is KDA. I don't know. We talked, what did I say? $1.71. It was like 1.78, I think it was when we looked at it. But, KDA is, I don't think it's much higher than what we just looked at it from a few minutes ago. No, it's still there, right? It's still kind of consolidating here. We're just hoping that we're consolidating enough right here to have a big move because a lot of other coins have moved up and they've had massive returns. This one hasn't done it yet. So let's keep a close eye on it. We've gone from 171 to 171.7. Hasn't done anything just yet. We're waiting to see if we can break out above the 20-day moving average and then hopefully make a move back up here towards at least $2, $2.15. Who knows what that'll end up being. But that'd be a nice profit because this thing needs... if you guys look at it like this, it's had some really nice pops in the past, but it has not been above the 20-day moving average in quite a bit of time. This might make it even more bullish here because the first time it's above it, you could see a real big FOMO buy-in at this coin. Not telling you guys to buy it, but this is just something like I'm giving you an example of how I would look for a trade and what I'd be looking for it now. And I'm like, okay, well, we haven't been above this moving average in a while. We've calmed down for the past week and a half here. Let's see what we can do with it. Let's see, right? And then you might want to be buying it closer to actual breakout occurs. But until then, it's something I would have my watch list. Not something I'm actively just, looking at 24/7. But, I'm keeping an eye on it bit by bit by bit. Because Bitcoin looks like it wants to break out of this head and shoulders pattern that I'm just going to call it that for you guys. And then we want to also break out above this trend line up here, as well as the Fibonacci levels of resistance. Let's go back over to the 1. There we go. But that's in part why you see a lot of coins pumping up right now. It's just more of a psychology thing. There we go. And people are anticipating that Bitcoin's going to break out. That's why all these coins are pumping up. People think Bitcoin's going to go up, so they want to get into these altcoins first, because altcoins always go up more than Bitcoin. But again, they always go down more than Bitcoin too. Let's see. What am I looking at here? Why do you like to fly in first class using domestic U.S. planes, bro? It's a scam. I'm fat, and they have lots of room. I get unlimited drinks. I get to go in the lounge sometimes if I have enough time. I like having 2 checked bags. The people in first class are always nice, so I have really nice conversations. I have never once had a screaming baby next to me in first class. I like getting on the plane first after the veterans and the elderly, and the premium star members and the silver star members and the bronze star members and the credit card rewards members. I don't know. I just find it a more enjoyable process. I also don't wait in line with everybody else. I go through the premium lines when it comes to checking my bags. I don't know. I don't like to really stress at the airport, so I just go in there, get out of the taxi, the Uber, whatever it is, walk in, go check in my bags where there's no line. I just go walk up, say, hey, how you doing? And then maybe I might get a look are you really first class? And I'm like, yeah, I'm really first class. That's the only thing that annoys me. I go give them my bags. It takes me 2 minutes in time. They just weigh them and give me a little ticket, Then I go through security, take off the shoes and stuff like that, belt. I usually wear slippers, something like that. Then from there, I put my headphones on. I'm jamming to music until my plane takes off, and then maybe I go grab a beer and watch a baseball game. Is normally my routine until the plane takes off, actually. But get on the plane, get on there pretty early, sit down, talk to some middle-aged guy that has his life together. That's really nice, and just I don't know. They're interesting people to talk to in first class. And then from there, I get off the plane nice and easy, and everything's nice. And whenever I have trouble when it comes to flying, they treat the first class passengers way better. Um, it's just a pleasant experience. I know it costs a little bit more money, but it is a pleasant experience, and I really do enjoy it. And also, I am fat. Did I tell you that? So yeah, I like having the big seat with all the legroom and unlimited drinks. There is not a single time I've ever flown first class where I have not gotten, I won't say drunk, but at least buzzed on the plane. Most of the time I like to be buzzed and fall asleep, and maybe I have my gaming laptop with me. I'll watch Lord of the Rings movies, because if you put Lord of the Rings movies on the actual laptop, they're about... I got the extended editions because I'm a nerd. They're all like 4 hours long, and so I'm never on the flight more than 12 hours usually. So 12 hours of Lord of the Rings right there if I ever need it. And I got Braveheart there too, in case you need some Mel Gibson. What's right here? Hey Ken, what do you mean by the cat bouncing? What do you mean by cat? You mean the stock caterpillar, or do you mean some type of crypto called cat? Let me know and I'll answer your question. Gas is slowly going down and everybody's slowing and everything's slowly up in crypto. Yeah, right now we're looking okay. I mean, there's an opportunity for a breakout here. And remember, I told you guys a couple days ago I got stopped out of my oil positions because they finally fell down, and I made a good money off of them holding them for the past few months. But I was kind of worried because a lot of the major institutions, they bought oil stocks on the dip. And so I was like, oh man, did I make a mistake? I'm waiting to see, but oil stocks have still been coming down here like Zom and things like that. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. What's it here? And hey, far from broke, happy to see you back, man. Hey, Michael, spending my night getting out of Voyager, is Coinbase wallet safer? I would say yeah right now. So I don't see Voyager in too much danger because they have all that loan stuff, but I completely understand people wanting to move their money out there right now. And I think that's probably the safest thing to do for your portfolio, especially if you have a lot of capital in there. Coinbase is fine. Their stock is going down over the past few weeks because Bitcoin, Binance is changing some of their policies as far as fees. But I think Coinbase is still solid. And I think right now, USDC is the most stable of the stable coins. So I think you're going to see more people flooding in there. I think over the last few weeks, I forget. Or here, let me just go over here very fast. No market cap? Okay, hold on a second, guys. There you go. UDSC coin. You guys are okay looking at it zoomed in here. Market cap. Last month, money has been flowing in here as people have been getting more and more worried about other stable coins. Money has been flowing into the USDC coin. Okay, look at this. At one low point during the crash, it was down to 48 billion, but now went from 48 billion all the way to 55 billion. But if you guys go over here to Tether, let's go to maybe 1 month. You can see market cap for Tether has been going in the other direction. So you're seeing a lot of fear when it comes to the stablecoin market right now. So I think going with Coinbase, going with USDC is probably one of the safer things you guys can do if you guys want to move out of potentially any exchange that has Tether or something like that. It'll be kind of hard depending on what's going on. And I know Coinbase also right now, they're getting ready to phase out Coinbase Pro. And I think they're going to just try to make Coinbase kind of similar to Coinbase Pro in some respects to make it easier to trade. See how that works out. But yeah, so there's some news going around Coinbase, but I think ultimately Coinbase is going to be probably one of the safer places to put your money if you want to, if you don't have like a portable wallet or something like that. Hey, Miss Pepper, you get more than one snack? Yeah, I guess in first class you do get unlimited snacks, don't you? I know we don't stack too much, but they have those really good cookies that are kind of like an oval shape. I don't know what they are, but they're really good cookies. They're Brav something. I don't know what they are, but there's good little snacks there. Oh yeah, and you get like actual meals. Like you get hot meals on the house. I always feel nervous about asking for the meal because like we have like enchiladas, we have sandwiches. I mean, they have a whole bunch. They have steaks. They have a whole bunch of weird stuff. Although I will say, during the pandemic, the meals were. But now that the pandemic's over, I think it's over, right? The food quality has gone up a little bit, a little bit more. And hey, Tony, I will. No, Bitcoin is definitely not going to 100K tomorrow, but I wish it would. Oh my gosh, can you imagine what people would do if Bitcoin went to $100,000 tomorrow? The pure panic of not buying in when they had the opportunity, and then you would see everybody on social media saying, "Well, we all told you it was a good opportunity to buy at these prices." And then we talked about those. We could always go down more, but there was no guarantee. And then all of a sudden popped up. There would be madness. And then there'd be a whole bunch of people that bought at $100,000, hoping that we would go to $200,000, and then the market would crash back down, and everybody would be like, "Oh no, not again!" And it'd be a wild time if that was to occur here. Oh, and Mark, I know exactly the skit you're talking about for Q Peel, dude. Like veterans, yes, elderly people, yes. Anybody that has like that type of stuff. But I don't believe that I should have to wait behind the premium silver, gold, bronze credit card members. I don't know why I have to wait behind them if I'm paying first class tickets. That's the one thing that really irks me. But I think the majority of those guys, when I see them, they're the people that are actually going in first class. They just use their credit card, stuff like that. But it irks me every single time I see them. Every single time. Gum and mints and champagne. It's rare that I get champagne on a flight unless I'm asking for like a mimosa or something like that. Normally, I get a rum and coke, rum and coke, rum and coke, rum and coke, and you get your own bathroom in first class. I haven't not flown in first class, and since like maybe 2016, I wouldn't even know how to navigate economy. Like I wouldn't know how to do it. There's so many people fighting over the overhead space these days, and I'm just like, I don't gotta worry about that. I don't even have to put my own thing bag up. Somebody puts it up for me if I want them to. I'm normally nice enough to do it, but I just kind of have my bag on my seat until we get ready to take off, and somebody will put it up there for me. Um, let's see. What are my thoughts on the large head and shoulders on the Bitcoin daily, as many others, as long with the SPY having some nice gaps to fill above? I think we have a good opportunity of breaking those right now. I'm still going to be cautiously optimistic because every time we've come close to some of these resistance levels over the past few months, we've had a little bit of fake out and getting rejected hard. I'm hoping that we can have a nice bear market rally, kind of timing up with a Bitcoin market rally, bear market rally. But at this point in time, I would maybe give it a 60 to 65% chance of actually working out in our favor to have like a meaningful, good returns on a lot of coins. A lot of coins have already been running up crazy over the past few days, and Bitcoin itself is still, going along nice and slow, not doing anything too crazy. I'm hoping if Bitcoin can, join the crowd, that'll let altcoins even go up much higher. My concern here is that if this is not the bottom of the market, because I don't think it is, you might see that a whole bunch of people like buy at that little bit of a peak of whatever little rally that we might have, and then they lose out on a whole bunch of money as we go down, right? I guarantee you guys, if we break out over the next few days, and maybe I go live tomorrow or Sunday, Saturday, whenever, maybe next week when this breakout might happen, you're going to see a lot of people asking me, "Hey Mike, is this the bottom? Should I be buying now? Should I sell now? What should I be doing right now?" It'll be chaos. And I won't tell them what to do because I don't do that, but I'll give them I'll let them know my opinion on what's going on overall and this whatever hunch and stuff. They all have to decide if they want to sell or not. And hey, Pepin, agree. USDC hands down the king of stablecoins. Yeah, right now it is the safest of all stablecoins. If you guys are concerned about any of your money, you might want to move it over there. Just not every exchange has access to UDSC, so that might be a problem. But I think right now, from what I've been talking to, um, there are a lot of exchanges right now just buying up UDSC just in case for whatever reason Tether had a problem. They want to have a fail safe where everybody could exchange the USDT, the Tether, for UDSC, and then the exchange would cover that depending on how much money that person had, something like that. So right now, I like BitGet, KuCoin, Binance, all Coinbase, whatever it is. I like a lot of those exchanges out right now, but I know BitGet right now, just in case anything crazy were to happen to Tether, they're making a contingency plan right now, right? Because I asked them about it, because I want to make sure that everything's working out just fine. And they're like, yeah, we don't think we don't think it's anything crazy. They can talk to the Tether guys because they have a lot of Tether, right? But I can't talk to them, so I'm taking their word at it. But they're making a plan here, and I think the majority of exchanges out there are making a plan just in case. Whereas maybe 4 or 5 months ago, nobody had a plan in case Tether were to depeg, right? Oh, and hey, Ken. So okay, you asked a question up here. Oh, is the cat bouncing? That okay, that makes sense. See, I don't understand talk like that. I'm a very simple person. I thought you were talking about caterpillar, and I was like, he can't be talking about caterpillar. Nobody talks about caterpillar. We'll have to see if we can break out. We have yet to actually hold above the 15-minute chart. That's what we're looking at right here. But it looks like we're still getting rejected again, and we might have to try in about a half an hour or so, maybe in a couple hours or so. But it looks like we're having more and more trouble just trying to break out this simple trend line right here. And then after that Fibonacci level, then we have another trend line up there. It's going to be a hassle. It's going to be a hassle here, guys. I thought we had an opportunity. We had a nice little pop. Nope. Let me see if there's been actually whale activity here. Refresh. So, right here. Ooh, there. Okay. An hour ago, we have 7 million Bitcoin longed, 8 million Bitcoin longed. Then 2 hours ago, we had like 5 million Bitcoin long. So, we got some longs going on. Not much shorted. Oh, 6 hours ago was the last major short we saw. It hasn't looked like anything crazy's happened so far there. But, you can see there hasn't been much volume here. Look at this. In the last 24 hours, only 14 million longs, $14 worth of longs have been liquidated, and only $27 million worth of shorts have been liquidated. So, not much has been going on. Shorts have been slowly exiting the market, it looks like, and nothing else. Not too much else here. We're just waiting to see what happens here as far as a pump. And you can see we've tried once, twice over the last half an hour. Both times we got hit down. Not I wouldn't say it's not devastating, but by no means is this something to be really happy about. We want to just start making a move here faster, faster. But I think you guys would agree with me on this. But maybe not because some of us are sleeping during this time. The majority of these big moves that we've been watching over the past couple weeks, they've been happening towards more of the middle of the night when a lot of us are asleep, when Asia's more awake, right? Asia, maybe Europe is getting awake as well. When America's asleep, that's when most of the big moves have been happening, unfortunately, and it's been kind of a kind of an annoyance if I do see so myself because I like to be able to trade those movements. Until then, I'm just kind of holding some maybe swing trades, but I haven't found too many good opportunities yet. Maybe if we break out, that might be good. Until then, I'm watching. I'm just kind of watching altcoins and day trading altcoins as they pop off here. And again, the only altcoins that are really popping off right now, we got XRP cooling off after Bitcoin is cooling off here. Look at that. That's a nice little retrace. Matic broke out a little bit here, consolidating still slowly. Anything else here? And Sand is still going up here, but also cooling off after Bitcoin's cooling off. So you can see if Bitcoin just goes down a little bit, these rallies up here, they kind of die down fast. But if Bitcoin can make a move back up, let's say in a half an hour or so, you have an opportunity for a dip and then a buy, probably a dip around, I don't know, maybe 1.7, maybe 1.6, something like that. Then make a move up as long as Bitcoin can try to hold somewhat close to these levels here. There we go. Okay. And hey, Bideford, Coinbase shut up today. Oh, I wonder what's going on there. I did not actually see that here. Let me see. Oh, it did. It went up to. Oh, okay. It must have been oversold yesterday. Then that's what it was. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. That's because it crashed so much yesterday. Let's see. Why Coinbase stock was up today. Uh, oh, okay. So yeah, okay. We talked about the news, but I didn't even put that in my mind that that was the reason it went up today because I didn't even watch it today. So basically, what happened with Coin over the last couple days is Binance said they're not going to charge any more fees if people want to spot trade Bitcoin. But Coinbase has a lot of fees when it comes to spot trading Bitcoin. And so yesterday it took a little bit of a dip off of that news. And by dip, like here, if I were to measure this out from yesterday, the day before's close to where where we ended up closing, it went down about 9%. At one point, it was down like 10% or so. All right, but the news today is that they're phasing out Coinbase Pro, and they're going to have one main app, and they're going to hope that with the better software, the better app experience, they should be able to generate more revenue with people trading and hopefully make more money from fees. Hopefully, I don't know if that's going to actually happen though. And maybe you got some shorts from yesterday got squeezed out too. I didn't actually see if there was any. Yeah, it has a short float of 16%. This thing can get pretty volatile, but I wouldn't really be worrying about it too much. If you guys like stocks, Coinbase is going to be something that's going to be fantastic, fantastic. Once the market kind of cools off, whenever the market finds a bottom and we kind of stagnate for like a month or two, I'm going to start buying a lot more of these crypto app stocks, like a Robinhood or Coinbase, something like that. I've already been buying Robinhood, as you guys know, but I have not been buying Coinbase. Hood is down to 798. I bought some a few days ago, like much lower than this. I think what was a low for Hood? Hood. Yeah, down here. I went all the way down to. Oh, come on now. Let me see what the low is. Oh, $6.81. It was good. Now I didn't buy it that low. I bought it like $7.50, so not even close to the bottom. But I told you guys I was going to be buying this bit by bit, and I got my first order in here like at $10, way over here. Yeah, way over here is when I started buying it. And now I've been buying up a little bit more aggressively. I'm hoping that Robinhood will either get bought out or they will, fire their CEO, as I've been saying for the past few months here, and get a new CEO who knows what he's doing as far as growing the company in a way where they can generate revenue in a practical way. Robinhood Gold is the scamiest piece of trash I've ever seen because it charges you for stuff that any other exchange would give you for free. And people can see that pretty clearly, I think. The only people that don't know that are usually the people that have only used Robinhood their entire lives and have never branched out to a TD Ameritrade, a Fidelity, a Webull, stuff like that. But even Webull's charging now for certain things too. So it's, everybody wants money. Everybody wants money. See. And hey, Daniel, I agree. This seems like a trap for longs to leverage 50x plus and pull the rug this weekend at 4 a.m. It seems exactly like that. I'm just hoping that we could go up a good amount before we eventually get knocked back down. But until that happens, I'm going to be happy to kind of continue trading all these moves. Bitcoin's coming down right now, but I think it has a good chance of breaking out pretty soon. We're just stuck at a level of resistance, unfortunately, for the moment. Let's see. And hey, Slick, where do I see Matic from now until 2024? Um, just like the crypto market, I think we're going to find a bottom for Bitcoin this year. And then from there, we're going to just kind of stagnate for a little bit of time, maybe going up 20-30%, then going down 20-30%. Then after that, closer to the end of 2023, we should start gearing up more and more and more for maybe another big altcoin season as we have the Bitcoin halving. But I think until that happens, I'm hoping by the end of this year, I can see Matic closer to anywhere from 80 cents to a dollar if we get really lucky and we kind of finish off this recession and inflation without any too much harm here. If it gets worse than that, maybe it'll take a little bit longer to actually get back up to those levels. But I'm pretty optimistic about Matic over the next few years. And hey, far from broke. BitGet's on a hiring spree, going up to 1K employees. Yeah, no, BitGet is here. There's a reason why I support BitGet. And when they reached out to me, remember, guys, a lot of exchanges come out to me and ask me, "Hey, can you talk about us and can you do stuff like that?" BitGet is one of my favorites. I also talk with KuCoin. I also talk with Binance and a whole bunch of stuff. I talk to you guys about them all the time. FTX, but not every exchange is sponsored this channel, of course. But here, BitGet exchange. I think the problem with BitGet is they need to update their exchange to make it look all fancier. They're a practical exchange. They built something that works, and but at the same time, it doesn't look as pleasing to the eye. It's like a TD Ameritrade versus a Robinhood. KuCoin as Robinhood looks all nice and whatnot. But here, let me show you something. I don't even know. Let me just go to BitGet. I don't even know what jobs they're hiring for. I'm not even logged in here. Support, vote to list, launchpad. I don't know. Okay, I'm not even gonna try to do this. I don't. I'm not even logged in. Oh, hey boy. Loki says hello. But yeah, they're hiring a lot of people. They do pretty well because remember they're not just they've managed to get into the American market, which is getting harder and harder these days. And I think they're also in Australia and Canada as well. It's pretty tough to get into multiple markets when it comes to crypto because there's so many regulations. Well, some countries have regulations, some don't. There you go. Oh, hey, cheat code fitness. Let me zoom out here for a couple seconds, guys, for this one. There you go. Sorry, Loki came over here. I thought he was going to try to play, but he just. I'm completely blind, I think. So, my sister, my sister and my mom moved in upstairs after my mom's stroke, and she's getting better and all that good stuff. And she's moving out here, I think, next couple months. But somewhere since I started the stream, my sister brought me a homemade boba cup with like homemade little boba balls, some type of milk stuff on the top. She made some homemade brown sugar syrup a while ago, but I don't know when she exactly dropped it here. I don't know. I can really zone out when I'm talking to you guys, but somehow my sister came down here in front of me, in front of all the monitors, and dropped one off. Maybe you guys saw her, but I did not. But I got some boba tea. And she actually has the real boba straws. Okay, so that very fast. I'll drink this a little bit here, but I don't know when I got this. I don't know when I got this. Was it just now? I don't know. Sorry, guys. When stuff like that happens, I'm just like, what the heck? What did I miss? When did this happen? Okay. Over the next month, eligible Coinbase customers will be able to send and receive Ethereum, Matic, USDC on Polygon. Oh, Polygon integration is the first time Coinbase enabled the ability to send and receive assets on L2. That's going to be interesting. Maybe that's more important than the phase out of Coinbase Pro. I was awake when it dropped to 17K, started at 1 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. Yeah, I was in bed watching it, and I just went back to sleep. I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm streaming right now. I was way too tired. But yeah, I saw it, and I was like, I was okay with going to sleep because I specifically put out a video telling you guys where the support levels were, the Gann fans, the Fibonacci levels, with little cool doohickeys that showed up on the screen that pointed exactly to those points with numbers. So I was like, if they watched my content, they knew there was support in the $17,000 range. If they didn't watch my videos, they did not know that. Merging two apps, there you go. Oh, new monthly fee. That's going to be interesting right there as well. There we go. And hey, Justin, yeah, I don't know exactly what it is. I know a lot of you guys still aren't getting the notifications when I go live. Just every day, guys, set an alarm on your iPhone or your Android phone or whatever phone, your Google phone, whatever it may be, your BlackBerry phone for all I know. Set an alarm for 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's when I go live every and all days, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. depending on how I'm feeling. But I'm glad you found it. You still got an hour left of the stream here. No, No more trading options. Also, future for French people's only spot start in August. Not good for us in Binance. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I don't know. Some countries really don't want crypto trading to really thrive in their country. I know it's more risky and stuff like that, but you know, give the people an opportunity to put their future in their own hands. I guess there are ups and downs to that, of course. Like the EU has much more regulation than America. America has way less regulation. We have our problems with that, but there's problems on both sides, no matter which way you go. It's a weird thing. Uh, hey, Digen, is there a reason why LVS isn't dumping? Um, I wouldn't say so. I mean, you're not. I mean, Bitcoin's not dumping right now, so I wouldn't expect anything else to be dumping right now. Maybe a slight dip, but not a dump. I don't think anything really should be dumping right now, unless something weird is going on with it, or it's already pumped up too much. They're making moves. That's good. I mean, the time to make these moves is in a bear market, so I'm happy they're doing some stuff after laying off some people too. And hey, Marcus, how long do you think you can see Doge going? I think probably around like 3.5 to 4 cents or something like that. If things get really, really bad for Dogecoin, um, I would caution you to keep on adding into Dogecoin though. The majority of my money is going. Well, you don't have to do what I'm doing, but you don't want to put all of your eggs in one basket with Dogecoin. I like Dogecoin because Elon Musk is supporting it, but Dogecoin is a very, very small position in my portfolio. Well, okay, that's not entirely true. Yeah, kind of. Relative to how much money I put into Dogecoin, it's a really small position because I bought Dogecoin at 0.0024 a long time ago, and I sold half of it at when it hit 50 cents. So I'm still up quite a bit on that Dogecoin. I'm not going to be adding a whole bunch of Dogecoin positions during this little bit of a downturn. The majority of my capital is going to be going to coins that have lower market caps than Dogecoin, like an STMX, a BGB coin, Mana, Sand, things in the hundreds of millions or less than that market cap. That's what I would say would give you a better return on the way back up. So you can always buy more Dogecoin, but be careful that you're not just going to keep on adding specifically to Dogecoin over and over and over again. Because if for whatever reason, Dogecoin doesn't succeed during the next cycle, you're going to be holding, well, not holding a bag on that, but you're just going to be, you're not going to be having the best time when everybody else is making a lot of money. So make sure to diversify that portfolio. It'd be the safest thing for you to do. Let's see. That's one awesome sister. Yeah, she is. She makes all these cool things. So she likes anime and a lot of stuff like that because I got her into anime as a kid. And the last time she went to the mall, I gave her one of my credit cards to go buy some shirts and clothes and some fun stuff she can do with her friends. And she bought this really cool anime shirt that I absolutely love. It's from the anime My Neighbor Totoro. It's freaking awesome. But yeah, she's awesome, sister. Mm. Ooh. Oh, that's good. Ooh, homemade. Oh yeah. Ooh. I forgot I have to chew this though. Uh oh. Mm. Hey William, you're so crazy, Mike. Guys, I'm a very simple guy, everybody. By no means do I think of myself as a very, very smart guy. In some factors, I think I'm a really childish person. I just am good at trading, and that's what I like to do. I like to trade, and I like to go do a whole bunch of stupid stuff. That's what I get to do with my money, right? As long as I have money, I don't care. As soon as that clicked in my head, I was like, whatever way I can make money, I'm just gonna do that, right? I mean, it took a little bit of time and losing a little bit of money before I could do that, of course, but this is way better than corporate America. I tell you that, way better than corporate America. I have to answer to people in corporate America. Doing trading, I just answer to myself, and I can be way more honest to myself than I am my bosses, because boss is always looking for a scapegoat. And hey, Teresa, thank you very, very much for Teresa Tracy Mama. Mama, na. I appreciate the subscription. I really do appreciate that. Let's see. Binance get the French regulation a few months ago, so it's strange. Oh, huh. I don't know. Like, there's so many regulations going on right now. We'll have to see how everything gets sorted out, but I think the countries that try to take away a form of a trading product, or a product, so to speak, it'll hurt the exchanges a little bit. That's fine, but I think it's going to do more harm to the people that want to make money in the markets, and that'll be interesting to see how it adapts. Because yeah, it's not going to be good for people, right? Because right now, I think Texas and New York are pretty tough on crypto, and I don't even think you can get Voyager in New York. I don't even think you can get Voyager in New York right now. So that means people don't have access to making the money that way or through other interest programs and things like that. They just have a hard time because a lot of the governments are kind of bribed by banks, unfortunately, and banks always have a lot of money. And hey, Far From Broke, thanks for the $5 super chat, man. I really, really do appreciate that. If you have any questions, whatever, my man, please let me know. What's right here? Will Bitcoin go down below 15,000? There's a strong possibility that it will, most likely in either July or August. We're kind of determining when that might be. The thing about it is we're kind of following the Nasdaq. Nasdaq. And we're pretty much just waiting to see if the Nasdaq is going to break down below this yellow line. Let me actually do it this way. There we go. This is the monthly chart for the Nasdaq. So monthly chart, 200 weekly moving average. Whenever we go down below this yellow line, basically we tend to have a very, very bad market experience where, usually shorts are in full control, bearers are in full control. Dot-com bubble crash, 2008 financial crisis crash. We didn't even break down below this level in COVID. Now, we're very, very close to having a bad time here and breaking down again. However, we have not broken down yet. Okay? So, if we can manage to hold these levels over the next few weeks and hopefully next few months here in the market, then we have a good opportunity of having a full-on U effect and kind of whoosh and going up to really, having a nice little boom going forward, okay? I don't think that's that likely right now because I think what's happening at this moment in time is everybody's afraid of a recession. Once the recession starts, once layoffs start, once the economy really starts looking bad and earnings reports look way worse than they do now with just high inflation, that's when you could see a full-on drop in the market, even going down below the lows we experienced, back over here during COVID. Now, I would say this is a long shot over here, but the thing about it is from a practical point, everybody, let me go over Bitcoin so we can kind of keep track of that as well. We have high inflation right now and little unemployment, right? So imagine if we have high inflation with high unemployment. How bad would that be? Because the social safety net that we have, like unemployment and stuff, it's not going to have enough money to keep everybody with. It's not going to be enough money to keep people to help them pay their rent, or it's not going to help them have enough money to what do you want to call it? Rent and groceries and gas and all that other stuff, right? That's going to be a huge problem because then you're going to have more homeless people on the streets. That's going to be even worse. And it just leads to so many problems because those people can't go buy goods, right? If they get laid off, which means other people are going to get laid off because of it. And it's going to be a nasty cycle on the way down with the factor of high inflation. So I'm trying to think of a way you guys can visualize this just a little bit. There's a lot of people out there in America who have two jobs. If they get laid off by one and they're still working the other half of the job, they might not actually be eligible for unemployment in a lot of states. Which means they're making half the income, but they're not able to really live for themselves, or they're not making enough money. The budgeting video that I have for you guys tomorrow, that's coming out tomorrow, I talk about what a person should do to kind of help themselves out in this kind of bad environment. In Washington State, if we don't have income tax, but we pay federal. If you make $15 an hour here and you work 160 hours a month, 40 hours a week, after taxes, you're going to walk back home or walk to the bank, whatever, with about $1,982. Yeah. Okay. Now, for most people, that's not even enough to actually buy your own or get your own apartment. You're going to have to be having 1 to 4 roommates. Yeah, maybe 1 to 3 roommates, maybe 4 if you really want to hunker down, right? But you're usually only going to be spending about 50% of your budget on like housing and full-on needs. It's going to get worse than that over the next few months here for people. And while manufacturing people that get laid off, or a mechanic that gets laid off, or the grocery store clerk that gets laid off, they usually, I mean, if they get unemployment, they might be able to survive some easier than somebody who has a bunch of money. And by that I mean, I told you guys before, I have friends in Seattle. One of my friends, he has an apartment downtown Seattle. He works for Microsoft, makes a buttload of money. His finances are fine. But let's just say here that he gets laid off, okay? Well, his rent for 1,200 square feet in downtown Seattle, about 2 blocks away from the Amazon headquarters, a couple of blocks away from Denny Park, really beautiful area, he has to pay $4,500 a month for rent, okay? And he probably gets paid about anywhere from $13,000 to $14,000 a month, right? But as soon as he loses that, his savings kick in. And that means his savings minimum are getting drained by about $4,500 a month. Just out. Not including food, not including gas, out. You're going to see people in corporate America if they do get laid off. It's still debatable if they actually are, if it's just going to be like the more working classes, I guess. But as soon as they get affected by this, they're going to be the ones in pure disaster because they don't usually know how to get out of these situations. They have savings, they're kind of more responsible with their finances, but they don't know what to do when their finances actually run out. Whereas somebody who's more poor, like I used to be, we have something called street smarts, where you could find a way to make money if you need to. You can get by. Not everybody's going to have that same experience. If things get really, really bad with high inflation, it's going to get bad. But that's why I think the market has a lot more room it can go down. But, for now, we might even have a bear market rally. That's what I'm hoping for. But eventually, when, the shit hits the fan, so to speak, it's going to be a lot of shit. Right? Hey, I bought a new car today. Oh, congratulations, Rob. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This channel has the best TA and is super undervalued. Keep up the great work. I'll pay it off in the next bull run. There you go. I know. What do you call it? I guess I'm not buying a new car only because I'm going to Nicaragua next year, but I am thinking of buying a car once I'm there. I just want to buy some type of cheap SUV, maybe a 2010 plus SUV, kind of cheaper side, used of course. But that's what I'm hoping to do next year. I'm super excited for it. Plus, it has to have air conditioning for those hot days. Hey, Nico, it'll be crazy if it goes to 100K this year, just the opposite. Yeah, it would be. Try to fill the gap in the Nasdaq. I mean, a lot of stuff needs to fill gaps. A lot of stuff. A lot of coins, stocks, all of it. More stocks, of course, with gaps, but we're going to have to wait for some type of spark of good news. I don't know what that's going to be. Again, I'm hoping that over the next few weeks, Biden can make some type of deal with the oil corporations and the Saudi Arabian prince, and things can get chugging along, get the oil prices down, margins increase, more supply of oil, more supply of gasoline. They can actually start working on the refinery, get more people in there, so to speak. But I don't know if it's going to happen, but I hope it can. Let me see. Biden oil execs. Here we go. And I just Yahoo. Oh wait, maybe NBC. We'll look at two things here. I think personally, this oil is the best way to lower inflation. Above all else, Biden should have this as his priority. Oil prices, gas prices, sure, yes, I know for the average American, but more oil, more refineries, get it done as fast as possible. Please, that would be the best help we can have. And that would keep costs low after we get out of the recession and keep everything kind of humbling and rolling here. That would make us more of a slingshot instead of just like that. See, the Biden administration has summoned the heads of the 7 top oil refining companies to Washington after a week of tense back and forth with industry leaders. The CEOs will meet with Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm after the president blasted their high profits as not acceptable in a recent letter to the companies. In one response, Chevron pushed back, saying Washington's approach wasn't was actually the culprit for high prices. There you go, back and forth. Okay, well, they seem to be at odds and it seems to be kind of tense, but let's hope they will not have that same back and forth in person. Let's just hope it's all an act, please. There we go. And here's ABC News. Oil CEOs come to Washington as Biden looks to shift blame for gas prices. Big old firework just went off. Sorry, guys. Making sure Loki's always okay when he hears him. Okay, this is just saying he blames the oil prices on the oil executives. But yeah, that's what we need to happen, guys. If Biden gets the oil corporations to pump more oil, maybe he lets them have another refinery. He's going to have to lift some red tape out of the way so they can do this stuff, but let's hope he can. Well, he can. He's an executive. And then Saudi Arabia pumps more oil as well, like an extra 1 million barrels a day. Let's hope something like that. We're going to get out of this bear market a lot faster if he can do those two things, but only Biden can do them. Congress isn't going to do anything. They're not. He's the only the Federal Reserve doesn't have the tools. He's the only one that can actually help in that regard by making some really good deals here. That's what we got to hope for, guys. Oh, hey, Monica, happy to see you. If Bitcoin breaks out, how high do you see Matic going up to, and how big do you think it's possible a pullback will be? Stock in short term, not protecting myself, selling me. So for Matic, okay, this is going to be a little bit different. So just because Bitcoin would break out here and have a little bit more of a surge, let's say today Bitcoin has a monster move, and realistically, if we have some breakouts, we might be going back up to 22,713 today. If we have a nice little move, so like 1,700 points. It's done it over the past few days. It can do it again, although it'd be kind of not likely, but it can happen. If that was the case, Matic would blow the top off of the resistance that it's facing right now, and that resistance is the 50-day moving average. And I think at most it would probably hit back up here towards maybe 67 cents because it has already gone up so much. Other than that, I mean, what? Maybe hit a wall. Would best do it like that. I should make it red for it because it's a wall for us. There you go. It'd probably hit a wall anywhere from 63 cents to 74 cents. Anywhere in here would be a nice opportunity for a short. I would say probably up here, maybe around 67 cents might be a good opportunity to start shorting. But what I'm looking at right here, because we've already hit the price target on the Fibonacci extension levels. So here's a 4-hour chart. Let's open this up here. See, right? We already hit the price target. We already stopped there temporarily. The next price target up here would be around 71 cents. Rarely do we actually hit that second level, though. So I would assume maybe somewhere between 67 cents and 71 cents. That'd be a nice little zone right there within that red circle, that red box. But I would say that the coins that haven't popped off the most, those would be the coins really going heavy. But if you're looking to short this bad boy, it'd be around that 65 to 71 cent level. That's what I'd be looking at right now. Is there any other moves that we can see here? No. Let me go over here very fast. We have a Fibonacci level up here at 79 cents. That's kind of too high for me. Only thing I really see are these low resistance levels over here. That's why the box, 68 cents, 70 cents, 74 cents. I don't think any higher than 74 cents because it's already pumped up too much. I think you'd see other coins like Ethereum having a big surge back up here to maybe $1,400, $1,500. ADA, it's already kind of come up a lot, but maybe up here to 55 cents. Ethereum Classic, maybe, they can go higher, I guess. But, Ethereum Classic could have a really big move up to $19. XRP, maybe at the most up here to 44 cents. Good returns, but nothing too crazy unless, because I think it would be one of those days where altcoins are doing just as much as Bitcoin. So an altcoin might go up about, let's just say 15%. Bitcoin may be doing the half of that. Something like that, maybe like 7%. We'd have to wait and see. Yeah, but I would say probably the mid 70s would probably be a good opportunity if you wanted to short Matic back down. Just be careful because we talked about the same type of thing here with Engine Coin yesterday, and we said 52 cents to 55 cents would be a good shorting opportunity. And look what happened. Here's the 5. So we hit it, right? 52 cents is right here. So if you take a short right there after the big pop, you notice that you did not get the bottom. But up here, the top was at 54 cents. So if you took a short in here at all, and you just kind of waited a little bit of time, whether you wanted to wait here or here, it doesn't matter. Let's say you went from 52 cents right here. You could have made 3% right there, or if you waited a little bit longer, you could have walked away with like a 5%. Now, if you had like your normal 5x leverage, that'd be about 25% for just holding for about 14 hours, not even a day. That'd be a pretty good play. Or if you're over here and you're only trading it for about 3.5 hours, you walk away with 15%. That's also not too bad. But of course, you got to be careful because right now it rallied itself back up. So be careful of how long you want to stay in this position, because you don't know if Bitcoin's going to really continue the breakout or if it's going to start after a day or two after having a nice little surge. Because shorts are salivating to get back into this market. There you go. And we're still consolidating. Maybe we want to stay above the 20 moving average here on the 15-minute chart, so maybe we might have a little more of a move up over the next hour. What is this? 15, 30, 45 hour? Yeah, somewhere over the next hour, I guess. Maybe hour and a half if since we already are in this candle itself. And hey, Marcus, I'm just waiting. If I'm trading anything right now, it's going to be something that's moving. It'll be an XRP. It'll be a Matic. It'll be a Sand. It'll be one of those coins that's kind of popping off a little bit, and that's about it. Or I'd be buying preemptively for Bitcoin to have a little bit of a rally, and I would have a 3% stop loss on Bitcoin with a 10x leverage, risking 30% loss for who knows how much this breakout would occur. And I would be hoping that Bitcoin stays above this 20 moving average here, which at this point, if I wanted to do it like that, I can do a 0.3% stop loss, so I would only be risking about 3%, but I wouldn't want to be in a trend just with 0.3% stop loss. That'd be kind of weird. But yeah, I'm not really trading anything right now. What I've been doing that's been working out for me is basically shorting stuff that pops up really high and then kind of watching it come back down. The last time I did that was for Sheeb, though. For Sheeb. And always true. Always happy to help you guys out. And hey, Rob, you must be excited about your big move. I bought a 2022 Ultimate SR with all-wheel drive. Ooh, that sounds nice. You can take that thing places. Man, I need to buy a new. I'm not gonna buy a new car, but I want to buy something. Don't know what yet. I need to buy my plot of land first, and I need to buy the first pieces of the house I'm gonna be building up, and then I'll worry about a car. But I will not worry about a car. I'll worry about buying a new car after that. We got a G7 meeting next week. We don't know if it's playing with the market. Oh yeah. I just know there's gonna be a lot of protesters there. A lot of protesters there. See, and hey, discount. I would just be looking for an opportunity to short Matic right now. I know it's booming up pretty well. It's actually coming down here now. This is a minute chart, so it's only been coming down for the last few minutes. It's not like it's a big move down or anything like that. But I'd be trading breakouts. That's all I'd be doing is I'd be trading breakouts. Come down, bottom, broke the neckline. You do a little bit of a day trade scalp right here. You here, let me do this. Right, bottom, trade the neckline. You buy here, sell here, or even sell here at the orange line. That's where it stopped too. But you're going to be scalping for small amounts at that point, or you're going to be looking at something more than the 5, maybe the 15-minute chart, and you're going to be looking to say, hey, we're getting to that selling zone here. Maybe I should start shorting pretty soon. As it tumbles back down, I'll be happy to kind of take that profit. But right now, it seems too risky to be trying to short this bad boy until I really see it drop down. The 15 here, why is that 15 like that? There we go. Maybe when we break down below the 15 here, I'd feel more confident about shorting this bad boy down. But for now, this is looking pretty nice for the rally. But again, if you're buying Matic right now, you're FOMOing in. So just be very, very careful. Smaller positions. Have fun with it, but much higher risk because you're buying it after it's already rallied up, 25%. What's right here? Sushi's up a little bit to 3%. XLM is up 5. Sand is up 7. Apecoin is up 3.5. So you're seeing some positive things here. AXS is up 4.5 too. Here, we can watch Matic for a couple of seconds on the 1 minute chart, and then we can see if it does anything crazy here. And on the right hand side, you can see Bitcoin here. That was really good. Really good. Damn. All right. And hey, Discount, I'm glad you're making some money up there with your bag. It's always nice when you see a pump in a coin you have. Hey, Dark, Biden's not doing anything. That's a dream. Hey, I have to have hope. And, let's say that Biden doesn't do anything. And, that I think that seems to be the consensus out there right now, that he's not going to be able to do anything with the Saudi Arabians or the oil executives based off of his prior actions and statements. However, if by some stretch of the imagination he is able to do it, I want you guys to have a plan in place, and I want you guys to understand the consequences of those actions so you guys can make proper trades, right? So even though the chances of Biden actually getting a deal done with the Saudis or a deal done with the oil executives is low, if he can manage to pull it off, I want you guys to be able to understand what that would actually do to the markets over the next few days, next few months, next few years, what that would actually mean here. It would mean a lot of good stuff. Now, again, not likely to happen, but I want to believe that he can. I want to believe that he can do it, right? Because if he doesn't, there'll be a lot of people in pain, and I think he has enough empathy, kind of, to really get things going. And it's just the problem with politicians is most politicians these days are very, very wealthy. Once they get to the Senate level and the presidential level, they have lots of money. So I don't think they're really stressing themselves really about the high gas prices, the cost of food, right? I only know this stuff. Like I'm not like I get mad that my gas is up a little bit higher, but I don't really care too much. I don't care that my food prices are going up too much because I just pay it and I keep on going through my day, right? But since I grew up really poor, I understand the practical implications of gas being this high, food being this high, what that actually does to the family's budget. Remember, I told you guys a story a long time ago when I was in private school. My mom literally did not have enough gas money to get me home from school, right? So when she picked me up and we were on E, I had to do the most embarrassing thing ever, ask one of my friends in high school for money, right? It's a hard thing to do. And that's because gas prices at that point in time are very, very high. This is middle school, excuse me. This is the financial crisis. But, it's a very embarrassing thing to have to do, right? I ended up paying the guy back and everything, but there's always that thing. There's always that little bit of shame, I don't know what you want to call it. But I think that's what a lot of people are going to be dealing with here over the next few months/year. If prices keep on going up and then they lose their job on top of it, oh my God, guys. I mean, this is going to be hard for a lot of people. And that's where we start talking about there's a chance for riots, all types of crazy stuff to happen again. I lived in Seattle up over the past few years, and I'm in Tacoma. I was in Seattle during the Chaz riots. Not the safest time to be in Seattle, right? So, but my point is that's going to have a really negative effect on the market. But if we can get out of the situation by getting gas prices down and Biden having some type of deal, it'll go a long way to helping everybody out, helping increase the margins of corporations, thereby making their earnings look more favorable, thereby making companies more excited, hedge funds more excited about investing in them, Wall Street banks, whatever, investing in those corporations. Right now, you don't really see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're waiting for that, but we don't have it yet. Not even close. And hey, Pepin, yeah, I'm on every day from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. normally. Maybe a little bit less than that as far as the time here, but that's only because I'm getting tired. Throat's been getting sore, excuse me. But yeah, I'm a pretty average guy. There's nothing really special about me besides, I guess, technical analysis here. But if you hang out, I have a 24-hour stream on my other channel, which is just like 24-hour streams and shorts. If you go over there and you kind of chat people, they always have other people that are watching as well. Don't just watch me because I'm only part of the equation as part of what you guys should be learning about crypto and stocks and investing and all that good stuff. But there are a lot of other YouTubers out there that are good. I think the one that gets talked about most on here is probably Jordan Cameron. I always mispronounce his last name. Cameron, whatever it is. But Jordan's a fun guy. He's eccentric, I guess I would label him as, but he's a very entertaining guy. I tend to be more of the boring technical analysis guy, where I have my fun. I chat with you guys. We can have some laughs. We talk about all types of random stuff. But at the end of the day, we're here to just make some money. But you know, when nothing is crazily happening right now, we're just waiting for the move to happen here over the next like half an hour or so. We can kind of talk about whatever we want to, whether it's economy, finances, and stuff like that. But I try to bring a practical approach of how everything is happening. That like we've been talking about Bitcoin going down for months now, and we started talking about how it was going to accelerate during two main time periods. First, after the death cross on the weekly chart between the 20 and the 50, and then second of all, when we what was the second one? Oh man, when we broke down below the 20-month moving average. That was a clear sign that things were going to get really, really bad, and they did get really, really bad. Really, really bad. But we don't talk about the monthly chart all too much on this channel. Let's see. And hey, crypto, I haven't seen any news on Matic, but if they have it, no, no, Polygon, yeah, Coinbase. Scroll up, look for the Coinbase news. I didn't know Harmony One got hacked today. I did not see that. That's probably why it hasn't been pumping up as much as everything else. Um, Here, all right, let's do this faster. Yeah. Yeah, it's down 8% today while everything else is going up. This one's going down. It must have been hacked. It's at number 100 too, or 99, I guess. Let me see. Where's the socials for it? Hold on. Let's just go to website here. About, learn. Where's the social media links on this bad boy? Okay, well, that's fine. One. There we go. 3 hours ago. Ah, there we go. The Harmony team has identified the theft occurring this morning on the Horizon Bridge amounting to approximately 100 million. Maybe? Yeah. We have begun working with our national authorities and forensic specialists to identify the culprit and retrieve the stolen funds. More soon. Yeah, so yeah, they get hacked. Note that this does not impact the trustless Bitcoin bridge. We've also notified exchanges and stopped the Horizon Bridge to prevent further transactions. The team is at all hands on deck and investigating as investigations continue. Okay. Anything else here? Anything else here? Yeah. So it looks like they did get hacked here. Looks like they did get hacked. Oh, and there we go. Matic's not doing anything here. Bitcoin, there we go. Nice little surge above. That's what we want to see. Nice little move up here. Now 5. We got a minute left. We want to close above this in the next 5 minutes. Oh, but we still have 11 minutes and 45 minutes. This 15 minutes, guys, this next 11 minutes and like 30 seconds, we need to break above this level and we need to break up this Fibonacci level. If not, we have a good chance of getting rejected down here. But we'll see if there's enough surge to really push us through. So I think you'll be seeing more and more people taking a trade right now on leverage to see if they can get a pop up here. I would say high risk because the breakout hasn't. Well, this breakout has happened. This breakout has not happened. High risk, but worth it, I guess, in my opinion. Oh, back to the 1 minute here. Let's see how it pumps up. Let's see. And hey, little Miss Crypto Karma, I'm glad you guys are not at the same time. No, I try to go later than most people when it comes to crypto. It's not that I don't like a little bit of competition, but I like streaming later at night. It's more pleasant, I guess I would say. And like, so if I were to stream around the same time as Cameron or Jordan, like that means I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able there to help my mom when she gets back from dialysis. I wouldn't be able to do any of that stuff. Walk up the stairs, see how she's doing, ask her the questions like, "How you doing? How you feeling? You want to work out? Whatever, all that good stuff. You want some food and that good stuff there. I wouldn't be able there for my mom, so I always like to push it back a little bit. That way, my mom gets back. She's all settled in. We watch a TV show together. Usually, the 5 on Fox is pretty good. Which we always have it on the DVR, whatever it is. And then, I go down here, I do some work, I get ready for the stream, I stream, and then afterwards, me and Loki go play outside for an hour after the stream, and then I usually will try to watch a movie or jam to some music here. I reset my surround sound speaker, so I put more bass into it, and oh my gosh, the freaking house shakes. It's awesome. But I guess that's what this freaking expensive speakers will do for you. But yeah, so I don't like streaming earlier. And plus, it feels weird to stream that early. I know a lot of streamers like to do it, but I think 6 o'clock is like my time. I like it. Anything about earlier than that, I feel really weird. But I think you get a lot more of the East Coast crowd at if you go earlier, because they're not all like during their nightly routines and such. Let's see. And hey, Michael, Mike's channel is the perfect come down coming off of Jordan's stream. um, I could not completely understand that. It's the cool down lap. It's the cool down lap where like all the stuff that kind of Jordan talks about for the most part. You kind of have sometimes you get the reinforced message, and then we have an idea of what's going on. Oh, there we go. I told you guys we need to have a good little pump here. But yeah, that's the surge we were looking for. Now we got to continue the surge though. We just broke above the Fibonacci level. Now we're heading up to the other resistance level. I don't know if we're breaking above this one, but let's see if we can. That'd be a really nice surge. We still got 8 minutes and 35 seconds left. Now, what size was that trade right there, though? 4.2 million Bitcoin long. So that's what it was. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, I just burped up hamburger. Oh gosh, I've been making charcoal hamburgers a lot lately. I don't know why. I got some like really fresh ground meat from Whole Foods, and it was on sale with my Amazon Prime discount. And yeah, I've just been making a whole bunch of nice tasty meals. Look at that, nice little surge right there. Yeah, not bad. But you like put little onions in it, cheese. I made some homemade. What do you call that stuff today? What do you call that stuff? Oh, there we go. Yeah. What do you call that stuff, guys? Garlic Parmesan fries today. I was feeling good. Feeling good. All right. Anything else here? So what's everything up to right now as we're kind of seeing this little bit of a surge here? Doge is up 4, Ethereum's up 2, ADA is up 4, Ethereum Classic up 3.5, XRP is up about 9, STMX is only up 2.7, Shiba's up 1.46, even less. Wow. But Shiba had a really big pop a couple days ago, right? FTM is up 4, Matic's up 9 now, Litecoin's up 2.5. Yeah, that had a pump a little bit ago as well. So AXS, Gala, both up around 4 or 5%. Link is up 3.5. We're seeing some nice moves, guys. We're seeing some very nice moves here. Sand is up 8, Man is up 4, XLM is up 5. KDA, which we talked about, it's up like a penny since we started talking about it, so it hasn't even popped off either. Disappointing, but I'm hoping I can make a move sometime while we're live here. Yeah. It's hard to get both with a straw. All right. Hey, far from broke. Matic announced new integrations. One is similar to KYC screening to protect user accounts. Ooh, nice. And it's completely anonymous. That is going to be fantastic for them. Oh yeah, that'd be really nice. I think one of the ladies at my barber shop has Matic. A lot of it. She really loves Matic. I like Matic too. But I give crypto advice out to my barbers. I'm getting my haircut done this Sunday. I'm getting a baby face, guys. I'm shaving. Well, I'm going to get my mustache trimmed very nicely, but the whole beard is coming off. It's too much for me right now. Since I missed my last appointment, so I had to take my sister somewhere. Oosh. You guys won't recognize me. The beard is coming off. Completely off. And hey, Joe. I'm going to be hunting later on this year. I still got some bear in my freezer. As far as fish, I haven't been fishing at all this year. I have not been fishing at all. I just haven't found the time. And it's been... Guys, it's been pouring down rain almost every single day this year for Washington State. It has not been sunny at all. It has not been good fishing weather. And I like to fly fish. So if it's raining, it's much harder to fish, right? Oh, man. Trying to short us down after that. But, yeah. I'll probably be fishing once it gets a little bit more sunny over the next few weeks. And I'll probably go over to Tan Wax Lake, Rainbow Resort. They have boats you can rent out. I do usually take my sister and me. And because my sister doesn't like to do worms, I gotta like cut the worms up and pinch them myself and put them on the line for her. But yeah, I'll take her out there, and maybe we'll just do some normal, just drop the line, regular fishing. I don't even know what you call regular fishing, but not fly fishing, I guess. And hey, DJ Magnificent, the speakers I have are okay. While Bitcoin's doing this very fast. Reference Premier 8000F. Oh, they have the F2s now. I forget about that. So they have a new one now. I bought these last year, though. Yeah, I guess they're out of stock now. But yeah, the Reference Premier 8000F floor standing speakers. I got a few of these bad boys. I also got the 404 speakers here. Can I find it? Reference Premier 404C Central Channel speaker. This thing is a monster. Monster. One thing is, all clip stuff has these like brass little holes here. The one really weird thing that I've noticed is all the stairs actually come with a black piece that you can actually cover it up with, and I just leave it on there because I'm terrified of making that bronze, that nice little color, go like messing it up, making it dirty or something. But yeah, Reference Premier speakers, and I also got the subwoofer and stuff like that. They work very, very well. I was watching the newest episode of Star Wars a couple days ago. Yesterday? Last night? Yeah, last night. Today's Thursday, yeah. Last night, the lightsaber battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. The vibrations of... I'm a nerd, guys, but... or the final charge of Rohirrim and Lord of the Rings. That charge scene when they're going after orcs when they're besieging Minas Tirith. I don't know. I don't really watch TV all too much, but when I do, I want to have a good experience. My goal in life is to not really... my goal in life is to have a high quality of life. Now, my quality of life is, I would say, above normal because I have some money. But, I want it to always be better. I don't want to have to worry about as much stuff. It's much better than I don't have to work in corporate America anymore. But, it's just to have a good quality of life. And what I like, I buy stuff. And if I don't like it anymore, I usually give it away to family. But you guys can't see it. I can't move it because it's the camera's over there. Normally I have the little webcam. Can you guys see this? No, it's not here. No, you guys just can't see. I have a webcam, then I have the camera hooked up. But can you guys? Oh yeah. But yeah, I like my setup. It's really good sound. Oh, here. Loki says hello, everybody. You want a treat? Yeah, you want a treat? Why are you trying to bite me, though? What? You don't want to hold my hand? Okay, fine. Hold on here a second. Let me give him a treat. You want a treat? Oh, people can't see you. Well, no, they can't even see your ears. Okay, well, there you go. You want another treat? There you go. There's 2 treats for you. I got him a whole bunch of treats today. A whole bunch. I got his food. I got his 25-pound bag of food. And I got him some lamb nuggets. Freaking, dude, inflation's hitting the food market, the dog food market. I might not care about my food going up, but Loki's food going up. 25 pounds of food for him, or, the big bags you find in the store. His cost $99. His lamb nuggets, where they might have cost $42 a few months ago, now they're up to $50. And his treats are treats. They're homemade treats that the mom and pop shop makes, and they're really, really good. But he loves them. And hey, everybody, happy to see you back, my man. And hey, Tyler, just put $10 on 100x before that surge. There you go. There you go. Small amounts of money with high leverage. That's the safer way to trade with that amount of leverage for sure. And hey, right, Brad, when will spell pop? I'm not entirely sure. I've been looking at spell token quite a bit here over the last few weeks. Not really for short-term pops, though. Granted, more of a long-term thing. But here, this is the 1 minute. Not much stuff has been going on. Here's the 4 hour. Right, still slowly coming down. It's come up a little bit since the lows over the past few days, but it's only come up about 25%. I'm hoping for more, but I think what's going to happen is you're going to have to see some type of general run on metaverse coins. So it wouldn't just be spell; it would also be stuff like UFO coin. Oh, let me go to crypto. There we go. Like this, you see how they haven't really come up a lot compared to a lot of other coins. We're going to need a general kind of big boom on these types of coins, all of them. Like the majority of them to have, like, you know, the spell tokens and the UFO tokens go. Because right now, you see, this is UFO gaming. We just go over to Mana or Sand. Sand is doing just fine. Mana is doing just fine. Not as much, but, you know, it's still doing well. I'm hoping that some of these lower moving averages will do okay. Oh, guys, look at this. Okay, here. Okay, here. Here's KDA. I told you guys, it popped. It finally popped. Now, I don't know how much it popped up by, but we talked about 171 right down here. Popped up 3%. I'll take that. I knew it was going to happen eventually. We'll have to see what happened to it for the rest of the day here. But for the first time in 79 days, it has an opportunity to close above the 20-day moving average here. We'll see if it does, but I'm happy to see this little bit of move right here. I would really want to see a nice from it. All right, but okay, dokie. We'll keep a close eye on it. I'd like to kind of show you guys stuff in real time and be like, hey, here's my thought process. Let's see if my thought process pans out. So far, it's just a meh trade if you ask me. But if we can get a little bit higher, you know, I'd be more confident saying, hey, I did something good for you guys. Hey, no worries, Krinda. Don't worry about it. I appreciate it. And if you have any questions, I'm always here to help you out. YouTube's been having some problems over the last few weeks for sure. Some with comments, some with frauds. I mean, guys, my channel got banned by mistake. My channel, right? So I can understand if one of you guys' accounts gets banned as well. Don't worry about it, guys. It's right here. And hey, DJ. Okay, cool. Wow, real house shakers. Tarnished metal. Oh, is that what it's called? The black cover is for dust. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but what do you call it? The house shakers? They are. I mean, they're just good. I mean, this pure sound. I bought them at Best Buy during Memorial Day sales. I saved so much money, and I originally bought 4 of those tall speakers at like $500 a pop for like $2,000, nice and cheap. Well, no, I actually bought 2. They ran out of the ebony color that I wanted from Best Buy, so I had to order them from Amazon because Best Buy was facing supply chain shortages at the time, like all the way last May, right? But what ended up happening is, you guys know I lived in an apartment complex at that time, an older apartment complex. My apartment building was like on the main street, so water side I was the second floor, land side I was the first floor, the main level, right? Well, the guy had to come down the stairs to drop stuff off, the speakers. He dropped the speakers accidentally down the stairs. So I called Amazon and I was like, hey, Amazon, your guy dropped the speakers and I don't really want them right now. Can I get some other ones? And they're like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Can you just print out this form and, not print out form. Can you just sign this form here online and we'll get UPS to come over to you and pick them up in the morning? And I was like, sure. And then what ended up happening is I followed the link to UPS. UPS tried to get me to pay for the pickup, and I was like, "Hey, can I send you a screenshot?" UPS is trying to charge me to pick up for them to pick up the speakers, right? And this lady was like, "Oh, don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, honey. You can just keep them, and then we'll send you 2 new ones just so you can we'll send you 2 new ones." So I kept. Oh, and then the funny thing, the next day UPS came to pick them up, and I was like, Amazon said I can keep them. And so I had 2 free speakers, no damage except for to the box, no damage to the speakers because they're pretty well insulated. And then I got 2 new speakers on top of that. So 2 old ones, 2 new ones. And then I put the new ones up, and I realized I didn't really need the extra two, so I sold them for like $800 each for like $1,600 because the price right now is like $700 because there's new or $699 because there's a new version of it. But they were more expensive after the sale. It was nice, and plus the supply chain shortages. Everybody was looking for them for their home entertainment systems because COVID. Everybody wants to live in style in COVID, right? But yeah, it was nice. I used those. I used that money to buy a whole bunch of. No, I didn't buy any booze. What did I do with that money? Fun. I had a lot of fun in Philadelphia when I visited my friend for his wedding. I went to all these restaurants, went to all these nicer restaurants. It was really nice. I just kind of blew money doing that. But yeah, all right. Basically, waiting for another big rally here, guys. That's what we're hoping for. Another little pop here. But at least we broke above and closed above the Fibonacci level. Now we're looking to make another attempt up here. And this is where things might get a little more ugly for us. But let's see what we can do now. And hey, Tyler, what's right here? That fight was insane. Oh yeah, like Darth Vader. I knew Darth Vader wasn't gonna die in the fight at the end, but I was really hoping Obi-Wan would just go up and like destroy canon and be some type of weird multiverse in Star Wars and just go zoom. That's the end of Darth Vader right there. No sequels, no nothing. I bet the Balrog scene in the Lord of the Rings is insane on those speakers. It's amazing. What's even better? You shall not pass. It freaking's terrifying because you don't really realize it too much, but when you're watching those Lord of the Rings scenes in the mountains, there's a lot of like just natural rumbling going on in the background the entire time. And since I increased the bass just a little bit, all you hear is like people without people speaking. Oh yeah, Loki is always having a fun time, guys. He's always here. I have a big vinyl collection. I need your speakers. Best Buy has some really good vinyl that I'm looking to get into eventually. I don't have enough room for any vinyl. I don't really have space for so much stuff here. Let's see. Hey, crypto. Yeah, I mean, right now, overall, we do want to see the Nasdaq continue to go up. Right now, though, I would just say it's kind of stagnant, right? We've had like a week of doing nothing, maybe a slight uptrend here, but not really much here to get excited about. Maybe on the short-term side of things, just stay above this trend line here. Could be happy. The moment we start breaking down below that, bad things will happen. But we have plenty of time before we have to. We're forced to break out here. Excuse me. Matic's moving again. Okay. While Bitcoin's going stagnant, we're hoping for a move here in a bit. Let's see what happens over here with Matic. So 1 minute. Oh yeah, it ended up hitting that 63 cent mark. There was that resistance we talked about. Well, let's see. Somebody took a short there, obviously, but we'll see if it ends up getting a little bit higher than that as well. That'd be interesting. Will it go? We'll go back to Bitcoin only because there's not enough volatility on it to really show the candles moving up and down. Otherwise, it's just all flat lines. Let's see. Just feed him chicken and rice with a touch of pumpkin. I think, well, when I move to Nicaragua, he's going to get homemade food. He loves duck. I'm thinking of doing duck and some grains and some fish and stuff like that. He'll absolutely love it. Love it. When I go over to Whole Foods to go buy food every now and again, what I'll do is I will actually go to the deli department or the meat department of the butcher's shop, and I will get him a cube steak. And he loves cube steak. And hit a Matic short. Those would be levels from 63 cents, what we just tapped on. That's where you saw it come back down. 63 cents all the way up here to 74 cents. Probably more aggressive around 67 cents if it were me. Maybe up here around 70. So 67 maybe it would be a little bit easier. But there's a clear level of resistance right here, which was the first opportunity to short if you wanted to take it. More of a short-term trade, more of a medium-term trade if you're shorting up here. Let's see. Go back over here. Oh, the 1 minute, we might be going back to consolidate for a little bit here. There we go. Okay. And hey, buy for pre-market sell green. Where is Oh yeah, we got out of negatives right now. Oops, didn't mean to click that. So futures Dow's up 0.33, S&P up a quarter, excuse me, almost 0.5%, and the Nasdaq up about 0.62. We're seeing some moves here, and now oil has actually flipped too. Instead of oil being positive, now it's negative. So we've just had a little bit of a flip here. Where's the moving averages here? We don't really need to worry about the fives too much here. There you go. Maybe we can try to hold a little bit of support here on this Fibonacci level, but who knows, guys? Oh hell no. The white elf lady ghost is scary. Oh yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. She Gladriel. Yeah, she could be terrifying on that, especially with the loudspeakers. She was like, I don't even know her lines, but yeah, it's way too loud. It's too loud. Her scene. And hey, Vikram, I don't usually follow GameStop and AMC. I look at them every now and again, but they're more of something you'd want to day trade rather than try to just buy and hold. Usually, like the majority of the people that buy GameStop and AMC, they tend to lose more money than they make because they try to stay in it too long every time it starts to pump up. You got to just take what the market gives you, and you got to learn how to scale out. And you know that if that means you got to sell 25 to 50% of your position each day to get out of it in time, by all means do that. But most people hang on to GameStop and AMC way too long. If I was to ever trade it, it would be most likely just for day trading, just day trading here. And there we go, cooling off a little bit. Man, I was hoping we'd get a little bit higher, but we did run into that resistance. But we had a nice little surge there. I was more excited about it. See, when it's so boring, when you finally get something happening, you get really excited. Let's see. Hey, Maui. Is not going down anymore, Michael. I don't even think until we hit something else or in the hardware. I mean, I think we can come down more, but it would be more off of what the stock market does and some bad economic data. There's a good chance that if oil prices continue to rise, we could have another surprise inflation number in July. If, however, if we're going down instead of up for inflation, that may give a short-term boost to the market, which would be amazing. So instead of having more of a July crash type of event, we would be having a bounce off of the 200 weekly moving average, looking very strong before ultimately we have to wait to see what happens. Closer to the end of July, more August. By then, I think we're going to feel more of the effects coming from the famine that's going around worldwide here over time, and some of these supply chain shortages might start to ungunk maybe a little bit. But then, the closer we get to the end of the summer, then we start talking more about recession and that type of stuff, which could be a little bit of a problem. Hmm. We need Asia to wake up and pump these coins. I mean, they probably are going to be waking up pretty soon. Should be, guys. But I don't know. A lot of the volatility we see, guys, is normally when we're asleep, unfortunately, right? Normally when we're asleep. And hey, Supreme Facts, stick and move. There we go. I'm going to fix this economy by my birthday. I hope you can do it, my man. Anybody that can fix this economy should be president, because right now nobody knows what they're doing. Jerome Powell is trying to fight inflation, but technically he doesn't have the tools to fight the most aggressive forms of the inflation, right? The more significant things that are causing inflation. So he's not going to be able to do too much here. He's going to try to cool down the housing market, and he's going to try to cool down some of the borrowing market. So he wants you to spend less and put less on your credit cards, buy less cars and stuff like that, buy less houses, buy less boats. I don't know, anything that you have to take a loan out for, he wants you to buy less of that. But he doesn't really have too many tools at this point to do much else besides that. That's going to be the big thing for him. What can he do? If you guys have watched the hearings over the last few days, he hasn't been able to do much, and he's admitting that, right? It's up to Congress, and Biden to really get things going here, get things humming along. All right, but okay, everybody. After this little bit of a dip, I'm going to take Loki outside. He knows it's 8 o'clock. Look at him. Come here, Loki. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yep. You're not going to say hi. Oh, you're going to go that way. Yeah. He knows it's time. He knows it's time to go outside and use the bathroom. Yeah. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. If for whatever reason we're popping off tomorrow and we're looking pretty good, I might go live in the middle of the day. Guys, do me a favor tomorrow. I'm gonna release a video called it's a longer title. Sorry, guys. Um, simplest budgeting method to survive the incoming recession. If you guys could watch that entire video, give it a like and a comment when it comes out tomorrow, I would really, really appreciate this. I'm trying a new format here for videos where I'm not in the video at all, so you guys won't see me in the thumbnail, but it's just kind of a basic discussion with some charts and stuff like that to show you what you guys can do to become better at finance and managing your money and stuff like that. This is the first video of a series I'm going to try to do later on. This one's how to budget in a recession / inflationary environment. So give it a check out. It's scheduled for tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific time, and I will set it as a premiere. Yeah, I will set it as a premiere for 3 minutes, so you guys will have a whatever. You guys will see it tomorrow. Okay, Premiere Classic. Let's do Bright maybe. Cinematic. No, what's good? Funky. Funky is my style. There we go. Is it funky? Sci-fi? Sci-fi for crypto? No, let's just go to funky. There we go. Save. Schedule. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Please watch that video when it comes out. Chat with your friends and all that good stuff. Until then, Bitcoin, guys, as bad as it looks, there's a little bit of a drop. We're still in a very good spot. Watch your altcoins. We'll talk about some of the coins tomorrow. We'll talk about KDA and some other stuff. Let's see how all this stuff pans out. But, just be careful of the market. Make sure you have your stop losses in case it doesn't work out. If you guys want to be extra safe, I would recommend you guys have a stop loss and maybe just wait till the breakout occurs before buying. But you guys can always buy now if you